Are you considering a new doorbell? Well, I have something that I think you should consider. It's the Volcus wireless doorbell. This unit comes with one transmitter and two receivers. The transmitter is the bell part that you put outside the door. So when someone comes to the door, they push that. And then there are two receivers. That's the part that actually rings the bell. And you can have these two receivers in several portions of your house, so you'll be able to hear your doorbell whenever it rings. First, I'd like to show you why I need a new doorbell. To me, that's a sad sounding doorbell. Doorbell just isn't loud enough. If I'm in the basement or even upstairs, sometimes it's difficult to hear when other things are going on in the house. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. So, the Volcus wireless doorbell comes in either black or white. And I've purchased the white. It comes with two receivers, a small transmitter, some double-faced sticky tape, some screws, and full set of instructions. The first thing you do is take off all the protective tape off of all three units, and this is the part that would go outside your door so people can just push this button to ring the doorbell. The double-faced sticky tape will help you to mount this outside your door, and you can use the screws to mount it permanently. These two units, the transmitters, just plug into an outlet in your house. On the side of the transmitter are two buttons. One of them is the volume. The other is a selection of music. There are 52 different sounds that this particular unit can make. And they range anywhere from a typical ding-dong to all sorts of music, including seasonal music like Christmas songs, from classical to Rudolph the Reindeer. So really interesting, where you can change your doorbell based on what season it is or how you feel that day. Each of these receivers can have different sound to them, or you can program them so that they have the same sound. I like the fact that this has two receivers because I can plug one downstairs in my living room, which is the central part of the house, and I can also put one either in the basement or in the upper level. I'm going to plug in the receiver and press the button on the transmitter. It rings twice with the ding-dong. That is what's set up when you first receive it. But in order to change the settings on this, we're going to use the side button. There is a volume switch here on the side, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. You can press it several times. That gets it to the lowest sound, and then we can press it again and again to get it louder, so you can adjust the volume on that. I don't know if you can see, but this is flashing. So what's nice is if you do have hearing problems, you can see this and know that the doorbell is being rung. On the side is another button, and that's what changes the different music. There are 52 different ringtones on this bell. As you can see, there's a lot to choose from and so many different sounds. So playing around with this is going to be fun. To program this receiver to the music that you want, you need to do what's called pairing, and that is matching the ringer outside the door, the transmitter, to the receiver. To do that, we need to press the volume button on the side of this unit and hold it for 5 seconds. It's then going to give us a tone, and that will tell us that these two items have been paired. We have it plugged in and we're ready to pair it. To pair the transmitter and the receiver, I need to hold the volume button in for 5 seconds. And when this flashes, I press the transmitter, and now they're paired so that anyone ringing the bell outside the door will create the music inside. So looking at the back of the transmitter, we can see there's 2 bumps here, 2 lines here. They give us some double-faced sticky tape, and on this are the same configuration. So you pull these little tabs out, and that way it can sit flush against the back of the transmitter. There's still paper attached to this, but I wanted to show you. Here's the lines and the little dots. They will sit right in here, so the sticky tape will fit flush against the unit. There are not instructions in the box on how to mount this at the door. They give you the sticky tape and also screws, but this unit doesn't have any holes in it where you would be able to screw it. And also, it appears that to open it, you would need a small screwdriver to pry it open. So I'm not going to do that. I didn't really want to mount it with screws to my door. What I wanted to do is use the double-faced sticking tape. So to start that, what I'll do is get some alcohol and wipe this off completely, stick this to the unit, and then go outside my door and do the same thing. We want a very clean surface to put it on. Today is raining outside and it's cold, so I'm going to wait for a nice day to actually mount this outside the door, but I'm sure you can imagine exactly what I'm going to do is take the paper off and stick it to the wall. The specifications on this wireless doorbell are that, first of all, it is wireless. Secondly, it is a low power consumption. It can work up to 900 feet for wireless distance. So that's something, depending on your house, that you may have to move the receiver around so that it communicates with the transmitter to make sure we are within that 900 feet. It says splash proof. It has 52 selectable ringtones. There are 4 levels of volume, and it can operate in all types of weather, cold or heat.